Hello guys, and welcome to this video. Today we will try to solve one of the problems from the 30 days of JavaScript challenge. And today we are looking at interval cancellation. So previously we solved a problem about timeout cancellation, and today we'll cover interval cancellation. So let's go ahead and read the problem statement. Now it says here, given a function fn, an array of argument, and an interval time, return a cancel function. Now after a delay of cancel time ms, which I believe it's millisecond, the return cancel function will be invoked. Now the function fn should be called with argument immediately and then called again every t millisecond until cancel fn is called at cancel time ms in millisecond. And we have some example here on how it should behave. So we'll have a function that will take an argument, and the function will pretty much perform an operation. And in this case, for example, number one is multiply the argument by 2, and the argument passed here is actually number 4. Now the time given in millisecond is 35. So what's going to happen here is that after every 35 milliseconds, the function fn will be invoked. So at the first time, at time 0, we invoked and we do 4 multiplied by 2. The return is 8. And after 35 milliseconds, we invoked function fn again, and so on and so forth. And after that, once we reach the end, once the timeout that was set for the function cancel fn reached, then we are going to stop invoking function fn. Now let's go ahead and write some code. So we have a function here called cancellable. Now the first thing here that we want is to call the function fn immediately. So invoke the fn function immediately. Yep. So in here, what we're gonna have is fn, because remember the function are given to us, the argument array also are given to us, and the time t in number are also given to us. So what we will do here, we are going to pass the argument, and the reason why we have this 3 dot preceding the argument is because this argument is an array. It says that where does it say? Yeah, it says that here. So arg is an array of arguments. So in order for us to only focus on the element inside the array, we put the 3 dots here. That means we are just taking the element inside and pass it as argument to the function. Right. Now that's the first step. We have the function being invoked for the first time. And after that, what we need to do is then call the function fn again after t millisecond, where it says here. So what we need to do is we need to create an interval, a set interval, where a block of code would be invoked or will be performed after a specific interval. So multiple times after a specific interval. So in here, we are going to have, let's say we create constant and we have fn interval equal to set interval and in here we want to invoke the function again. So I'm gonna do here is set interval for fn. Then inside we invoke fn function. So we are going to have fn here and then argument, right? And then also in here we need to give how often this set interval, or how often should we invoke the function fn. Now for this one we provide the t because it says here the function fn should be called with argument immediately and then called again every t millisecond until cancel fn is called at cancel time ms. So we have this one. So what's gonna do is if we run this code, right? If we run this code, immediately we are going to invoke this function. And once we invoke this function, after t milliseconds, this function will be invoked again inside here, and so on and so forth. So the function will keep being invoked until we have the cancel fn called. Now, in order to do that, we also need another function inside, which will be the cancel fn, because we have to return, as it says here, we have to return a cancel function called cancel fn. Now we need to create that function. Let's go ahead and create cancel fn function. Now the cancel fn function is to cancel this set interval right here. So that's the main purpose of the cancel fn function. So we are going to do const cancel fn is equal to cancel fn. So this one has to be a function, alright. Yep. Cancel fn like this, right? And then that will be clear interval. And what interval we want to clear is this one. We are going to pass it here. And at the end, we have to return the cancel fn function, right? So we have covered almost everything here. So at start, we run this function immediately. And then after that, we are running the same function after. And then after that, we are going to invoke this function every t millisecond until the cancel fn function is invoked. Then the function will stop. So let's go ahead and run this and see if we got everything correct. So let me do it this way so that you guys can see all the code. So it starts from line 9. So I am going to do this like this so that you can see. Alright, so this is the entire code, starting from line 9 until line 22. Alright, let's go ahead and run this. Alright, so the code has been accepted. You can see case number 1, we have a green light, so that means the code has been accepted. Case number 2 as well, we have a green light. And case number 3, we also have a green light. Now, let's go ahead and submit this one. All right. Now the code has been accepted. This marks the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching, and feel free to leave a comment, like this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to this channel. See you on another episode. Bye bye for now.